you have a Windows laptop, there is a piece of software you have built in, and it's called Video Editor. Okay, here it is, Video Editor, and it's not really used that much. It's based on an old piece of software called Windows Movie Maker that I absolutely adored many moons ago, and it's turned into this video editor, and you can get it. It should be on your Windows 10 device. Okay, if it's not, you should be able to get it from the Microsoft Store. But either way, it's free. Okay, it's gloriously free. And I thought I'd show you this today because you can do a few things in this that you can't do in any of the other either university or free pieces of software that we can use. So this is how it opens. Okay, welcome to the video editor. There's a photo editor thing where you can create kind of slideshows and stuff as well. We're going to look at the video editor today. So I'm going to create a new project. I call it the Digi sort of PGR Thursday. There we go. Okay. So there's not much happening at the moment. So what I'll do is this little sort of thing here, this little panel here. Okay, it allows me to add stuff, allows me to add videos and things. Okay, and also what I want to do is I want to add a title card. Okay, so before I start importing anything, I want to add a title card. So I'll add a title card. There we go. Boom, very quick. Down here, I'll right click and I'll go to edit and text. Great. So I can put some text in here. Okay, and I'll put on in here. Oh. It's not, there we go. Important research. Okay. Now, these options here, we can click on different things to, you know, make it look a bit fancier. So let me just find something that I like. Oh, there you go, adventure. Important research. Great. So that's done. So that's my first. I can play that now. That's my first bit. Okay, great. So I want to put some music. I want to put some music on as well in the intro. So you can click on background music, and there's some sort of ones here. You might be able to hear this if you can't hear my audio properly. There you go. So there you go. You can add a soundtrack if you want to your video. Obviously, if you're talking over it, that's not really sort of probably not really sort of appropriate. So now I've got my start slide there. I can put obviously anything on there, module titles, names, etc. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bit of media. So I'm going to go add from this PC over to my folder I created for our session. And there's something here called, let me just see. Is it that one? Let's think. I think it's not the cat, it's that one, it's this one, yeah. Okay, great. Okay, great. Now I'm going to grab that and just drop it into there. Okay. So if I press play from the start, here's my intro. Okay, so I'm recording something very important here. Okay, so as you can see, I'm gonna put here important. Okay, guys, so this comes on to the next bit I want to show you. So in preparation for this session, I got out my old sort of rubbish camera tripod, and I mounted my mobile phone onto the top of it. Okay, and what I did was I put it behind me, over my shoulder, so it could record me writing something. Okay, so So I could use the camera app on the phone to zoom in, to zoom out, and the idea is, of course, that I'd like to sort of pose this to you as a kind of like a budget visualizer, okay, if you like. So it's a way of just capturing us writing things down. So I don't know what you guys would be from, any number of sort of subject areas. But what you could do, for example, you could sort of demonstrate working out some complex formula. Instead of me writing on paper, I could be doing something. I could be manipulating a historical item to show students how it worked, you know, or I could sort of do a sciencey thing. I don't know, whatever your own particular kind of subject areas, you know, kind of sort of are doing. But after I've done that, all I've done then is I've just plugged my phone into my computer, and I've just dragged it from the camera folder and dropped the video on my desktop. Okay, and I've done that, and that's allowed me now to grab it and to drop it into this video editor piece of software quite easily. So once I've done that, there are lots of sort of different options down here, guys. 3D effects, filters, trim things, add more cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another card to the end, okay? And what I'll do is I'll right click, I'll go to edit and text again, and I'll just, oh crikey, I'll just put in there the end. Okay. So you can see here, I've got a really sort of, you know, I can scroll through here, my little timeline. So here's my intro. Here's my bit of practice there. I'm doing something really important with my bingo pen. Zooming in and out using my sort of smartphone. And then we got to the end. And there's a nice little animated end bit there.
Onto our computer and do something exciting with it, which is what we'll be doing next.
Okay, and there you go. So that's great. That's really superb. What I'll do now is I'll finish it. Click finish. Now, obviously, as long as you're ready, you can put in the bottom here, guys, as much sort of as much as you like, really. As many slides here. These cards, you can sort of have a card with some information on. This could be learning objectives on a card, or an activity sort of descriptor or something. And then the video clip could be you telling them something, explaining something. And the next slide could be kind of a summary of what they just worked through or you want them to work through. It's entirely down to yourselves how you want to sort of use this. But this is a nice free tool that you might get some real use out of. You know, it's a good thing. And so what I'm going to do now is, now that I'm sort of happy with my very short, pointless video, I can go over here and I go, okay, we'll finish the video. I don't want the high definition. I want it low. There you go. Now export it. Back to the desktop. And I'll call it that. Video file and export. Okay. Shouldn't take too long because it's a tiny video. So what we're going to do next, guys, we're going to take those little clips that I've sort of I've made, and we're going to look at what we can do with them. What kind of opportunities have we got to sort of to publish these, and to sort of give them, you know, wider access to our colleagues and students and research community, etc. As soon as it finishes. Obviously, if you have a fast PC, that'll be much faster. A slower PC, that'll take a bit more time. So there you go. I'll minimize that now. Okay. And I'll open my folder again. And there we go. Here's the video that I just made. Okay.
Okay, so which is what we'll be doing next.
And there you go. So we'll close that. Okay, guys, I've got some video clips here, and so you think, well, what if I've recorded my stuff, regardless of what it is.